Lead nurturing campaigns tend to be an afterthought for a lot of entrepreneurs, but they are so important if you want to maintain your audience and ascend them in your value ladder. Today we're talking about how to create a lead nurturing campaign. So why might you need a lead nurturing campaign and what can they be used for? We'll get into that in today's video. And I also want to get into the 4 factors that you need to decide before you start creating your lead nurturing campaign. And we're going to dive into the 3 pieces that every single email in your sequence should include to ensure that your readers open it, click the call to action, and re-engage with your content. Let's jump in. Why do you need a lead nurturing campaign? Well, if you want leads and if you want leads to turn into clients, you need them. So a lead nurturing campaign is an automated, personalized email campaign that you send out to a segment of your list. So for example, maybe members of your program. Your lead nurturing campaign to members of your program could serve the purpose of guiding the members through the program, so that's re-engaging them or promoting something else, maybe potentially upselling them to an additional program or service, or just offering additional information and expertise. For example, we have lead nurturing campaigns for members of my Hello to High Ticket coaching program, for people that go through my challenge, or for people that are in my VIP code membership to re-engage the members and provide them additional information and guide them through their respective programs. Just because they signed up doesn't mean that they're going to take action. Sometimes they might need that nurturing from you or that little nudge to say, hey, have you gotten this yet? Have you implemented this yet? How are your results? What do you need? And they can always respond to that email if they have questions or if they need help with finding any information. You're going to get best results in your business when your customers are getting best results from your program. So make sure that you're doing everything you can to nurture them, leading them to either getting the results that they paid for or nurturing them towards potentially signing up for something that you offer. So now that we've been talking about lead nurturing campaigns, can you think of an example of a campaign that really captured you? Whose emails have really caught your attention? I'd love to know in the comments below. Now, I mentioned there are 4 factors to decide before creating your lead nurturing campaign. The first one is, what's the goal of the campaign? That way you can reverse engineer it. If you know what the outcome is, then you can decide what's going to be the messaging inside of it. Because if you know what the outcome is, you can think in the mind of your audience, what are the objections that they're going to have? What are the things that I might need to help them overcome to see the solution that I'm providing for them? Or where do they need encouragement? Maybe where do they have some mindset gremlins that can come up that I can encourage them and help them to see the pathway? Now, once you know the goal of the campaign, you reverse engineer it, that's going to lead me to tip 2, which is, what are the frequency of your emails? Is it going to be weekly, twice a week, daily? The third factor you need to decide is who the emails are relevant to. Are they going to go to everyone on your email list? Are they going to go to just members of a certain program or a segment of those certain members? The great thing about your email marketing providers is a lot of them have the capability to show the people who are engaged, the people who are opening the emails, the people who are taking action. Now, sometimes you might want to re-engage a list and see the people who might not be opening as much recently. And that way you can send a specific email sequence to see if you can get them back and engaged with your content. And the 4th factor, one of my favorites to consider, is the sticking points in the program. Like, where are your members likely to get stuck? What are the hard parts? What are the obstacles that you need to help them overcome? And maybe during that time, you can include more emails to guide them through any tougher sections. So for example, in my program, the VIP code, we include a few more emails in the YouTube launch section because we suspect that this will be a sticking point that people will want more guidance through. It's something that requires a little bit more of their effort, especially for people that might be camera shy and having to film videos. So we give them a lot of encouragement and we award and reward them with that support and nurturing. Make sure you don't go anywhere because you need to know what every email in your sequence should include. If they don't have this, you're not going to reach the people who need to hear your message. The first one is the hook. This is the first line of your email that's going to intrigue your reader the most to keep reading. So ask yourself, how can you shift the first line in your emails to add more curiosity or appeal to what your audience wants or even relate to their pain? So now that I've said that, I want you to think about your behavior. Even go to your inbox after you watch this video and look at all of the emails and which ones capture your attention, which subject lines made you want to click and open it. And then once you clicked and opened it and you saw that first line or first paragraph of the email, did you keep reading it? Was the storyline intriguing enough? Was there something that grabbed your attention? Or did you think, this isn't for me, and you clicked off right away? So think about that from the eyes of your customer. What can you say to them? What can you write in the subject line, in the first line of your email, and continue to keep them intrigued throughout the email that's going to keep them engaged? Now, the second thing your emails should include is ELSA. Yes, I said Elsa, not the Snow Queen. I know you're thinking, let it go, let it go. For these purposes, do not let it go. Elsa is a framework, it's an acronym that I created that's all about story selling. Elsa stands for Epiphany, Lesson, Story, and Application. So no matter how long or short your email is, it should include all of these elements to keep your audience intrigued and drive them through some sort of emotional journey towards a call to action. I say emotional, but it's just some sort of thing that captures their attention and has them following along with whatever your story or your lesson might be, that brings them to realizing this solution, this call to action you have, is something that they need. Now, it can be really helpful for you to outline each email in your sequence before you actually write them. That way you know the point of each story and the purpose that each email serves before you get to writing them. And number 3, the third thing that every single email needs is for you to end with an open loop. What's an open loop? It's like a cliffhanger. Think about when you watch any TV show or Netflix when they're saying like, hey, are you still watching? Do you want to watch another episode? Yes, you do, because you need to find out what happened to Eleven in Stranger Things. That's one of my favorite shows on Netflix. There's always that cliffhanger that makes me want to keep watching more because I need to find out what happens next. So if your emails can have that open loop, that cliffhanger that leaves them anticipating your next email, that they can't wait for it to arrive in their inbox, or even has them responding saying, I need to know what happened, or tell me what next. That's also going to help your deliverability for the email marketing gods to see that people are engaging with your emails. So make sure that every single email has your hook, your Elsa framework for that story selling to drive them to the call to action, and an open loop. Having a strong lead nurturing campaign is what's going to help you to explode your monthly revenue and get more clients. Now, I actually have a free infinite cash flow blueprint that can teach you how to get more of your clients from hello to high ticket by generating those leads, nurturing them, and converting them. So click the link below and get my free infinite cash flow blueprint today.